Marchons, marchons, abreuve nos sillons.
Bravo! Bravo, merci.
She came from the streets of Paris.
Allez, venez, milord, vous asseoir à ma table.
De la rue aux Gernizes, voici la môme Piaf.
And survived using the only gift she had.
Je vais t'écouter tous les soirs chez Lepé, tu as beaucoup à apprendre.
Oh, t'es bien le premier qui me dit ça.
Articule. Reprends.
Ça n'existe pas, chante comme je parle.
Soit tu fais ce que je te dis, soit tu retournes d'où tu viens. Mais j'ai une sale caton, moi. Edith, t'as travaillé pour ça, tu m'as écouté, tu m'as plu. Redresse-toi.
Picture House proudly presents
Hold me close and hold me fast.
a true story
The magic spell you cast.
of the voice of a nation
Vous m'avez fait pleurer. Votre voix est comme l'âme de Paris.
whose talent would captivate the world.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Il faut que tu sois courageuse, Edith.
Vous devriez annuler ce concert, Madame Piaf. Vous jouez avec votre vie.
Et alors? Il faut bien jouer avec quelque chose.
C'est payé, balayé, oublié.
Je veux que tu sois à moi pour la vie.
Avec toi.
Mesdames et messieurs, Edith Piaf!
Nearly 1/4 of jobs in the U.S. military are still off limits to women, and that has got to change.
So, what program? SEAL. 60% dropout rate. No woman's gonna last a week.
It's just a career opportunity.
I understand that you applied for active duty and got turned down. Did that piss you off?
Yes, ma'am, it did.
Good. I like pissed off.
60% of you will not pass this course!
I'm not here to make some kind of statement.
We're trying to make it as painless as possible.
Thank you, sir. But I expect a certain amount of pain.
Big symbols, make big targets.
Why don't you quit, O'Neill? Quit now.
You don't get everything you want, O'Neill. Let's just see if you want what you're gonna get.
Treat me the same, no better, no worse.
There's a lot of people who don't want to see you finish.
G.I. Jane. Why don't they just call her Joan of Arc?
I'm trying to warn you.
Permission to get dressed, Master Chief?
Damn, that girl is good.
The more everybody fucks with me, the more I want to gut it out.
I mean, how important is this to you, Jordan?
Don't tell me you wanted that kind of life.
I wanted the choice. That's how it's supposed to be.
Lieutenant, seek life elsewhere.
Suck my...
Catherine Watson, magna cum laude, UCLA, Dean's List, published in the Art Review. Excellent recommendations.
I can assure all of you this is the place I want to be more than anything.
They were the brightest students in the country.
Be careful. They can smell fear.
This is history of art. Can anyone tell me what this is? Wounded bison.
Very good. Peasant couple plowing. Goddess 1600 BC.
Well, you girls do prepare.
But in a world of wealth and privilege,
How's the Harvard sweetheart?
Divine.
getting an education
Says that you are pre-law.
After I graduate, I plan on getting married.
And then?
And then I'll be married.
means finding a husband.
You've got everything we've ever dreamed of.
Since your wedding, you've missed 6 classes.
Most of the faculty turn their heads when married students miss a class or 2.
It's brilliant, really, when you think about it. A finishing school disguised as a college. I thought that I was headed to a place that would turn out tomorrow's leaders, not their wives. To hell with Wellesley, I'm done. Damn it! Could it get worse?
Women need heroes, Catherine.
Come to class or I'll fail you. If you fail me, there will be consequences. You're threatening me. I'm educating you. I thought that was my job.
Do I look a little bit like her? Goodbye. Good morning. I think she's fabulous.
From Revolution Studios comes a story of a woman
You can conform to what other people expect of you, or
I know. Be ourselves.
who will challenge their minds
You applied to law school? I never thought I'd get in. Who's we? Miss Watson.
and take them on a journey they never imagined.
see past the paint. Let us open our minds to a different idea.
Do you swear not to repeat what you see, hear, or smell tonight?
Smell?
Yes, smell. Hands up.
You're invited to celebrate.
So, how does a guy get to know you better then?
Well, that's a good idea.
The Art of Living. Julia Roberts, Kirsten Dunst, Julia Stiles, Maggie Gyllenhaal.
You're the one who said I could do anything I wanted.
This place needs you, Catherine. We all do.
Mona Lisa Smile.
Ciao, Mona Lisa.
Do your best, Lord, to protect. Other than that, you know what I want. There's no use me repeating myself.
Mr. Dunn?
I owe you money.
No, sir.
I know your mama.
Thought you might be interested in training me.
I don't train girls.
People see me fat, say I'm pretty tough.
Girly, tough ain't enough.
There's magic of fighting battles beyond endurance. It's the magic of risking everything for a dream that nobody sees but you. Who's your new girl?
Jesus.
Working the bag, boss.
I'm not your boss. You're not bags working you.
Did you write your daughter?
Every week.
The girl tends to be coming along.
Almost like someone's been helping her.
I seen you looking at me.
Yeah, out of pity.
Don't you say that if it ain't true. If I'm too old for this, then I got nothing.
If I take you on,
I promise I'll work so hard.
you don't question me. And I'm gonna try to forget the fact that you're a girl. Now, what is the rule?
Protect myself at all times.
Good.
Find a man, marry him. People hear about what you're doing and they laugh at you.
I got nobody but you, Frankie.
Well, you've got me. I made a lot of mistakes in my life. I'm just trying to keep you from doing the same.
I know, boss.
Good man to have in the corner.
Yes, he is.
Look, hey, get the hell down. You know how old I am. I just want to keep her with me.
You just protected yourself out of a championship.
Frankie, I've seen you at Mass almost every day for 23 years. The only person who comes to church that much is the kind who can't forgive himself for something.
You got a fight I don't know about.
You gonna leave me?
Never.
Miranda Priestley's the editor-in-chief of Runway.
So you don't read Runway?
No. Not to mention a legend.
And before today, you'd never heard of me?
No. You work a year for her, and you can get a job at any magazine you want.
You have no style or sense of fashion. No. That wasn't your question.
You got a job at a fashion magazine? What was it, a phone interview?
Who is that sad little person? Are we doing a before and after piece I don't know about?
I just have to stick it out for 1 year. And then I can do what I came to New York to do. Be a journalist. But I can't let Miranda get to me.
I need 10 or 15 skirts.
What kind of skirts?
Please bore someone else with your questions.
Never ask Miranda anything.
You run errands.
Hello?
Where are my eggs?
Hello?
Lingerie. Boogie boards.
A million girls would kill for this job.
I thought, take a chance. Hire the smart fat girl.
She hates me, Nigel. There's a way that you can help me.
No.
Please, I'm desperate.
I know. It's tragic.
Will that fit me?
Little Crisco and some fishing line, and we're in business.
I'm still the same person. Better clothes.
I like the old clothes.
I do you look so chic. You look so thin. Do I? Just one stomach flew away from my goal weight. Happy birthday. Yeah, I'm so sorry. My personal life is hanging by a thread.
That's what happens when you start doing well at work. Let me know when your whole life goes up in smoke. It means it's time for a promotion.
Do you know why I hired you? I see a great deal of myself in you. People think that success just happens to you. It doesn't. You want this life? The decision's yours. I need to get home tonight.
No one is flying out because of the weather.
Please. It's just, I don't know, drizzling.
Been to Paris?
Never really been anywhere.
People are alive there, not like here. I'm going back the first chance I get.
Frank Wheeler, I think you're the most interesting person I've ever met. What do you think?
I guess I kind of like it.
Won't you miss the city?
Nothing's permanent, right?
Right.
Love me, love me, love me, say you do.
Look at us. We're just like everyone else. We've bought into the same ridiculous delusion.
Let me fly.
This idea that you have to settle down, resign from life.
With you.
I want to feel things. Really feel them.
A man only gets a couple of chances in life. It won't be long before he's sitting around wondering how he got to be second rate.
We can't go on pretending that this is the life we wanted.
I support you, don't I? I work 10 hours a day at a job I can't stand.
You don't have to.
But I have the backbone not to run away from my responsibilities.
Who made these rules anyway? Just because you got me safely in this little trap, you think you can bully me into feeling whatever you want me to feel?
In a trap!
Yes, yes.
In a trap! We can be happy here. I can make you happy here. We're gonna be okay.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm sorry to disturb, but it's the Princess of Wales.
Why? What's she done now?
Have some very sad news to bring you.
Diana, Princess of Wales, has died after a car crash in Paris.
The Prime Minister, Tony Blair,
is about to make a statement.
Princess Diana touched the lives of so many others. She was the people's princess.
No member of the royal family will speak publicly about this. Diana's no longer a member of the royal family.
What are you talking about?
Charles, this is a private matter. We do things in this country quietly, with dignity.
Will someone please save these people from themselves?
Questions are being asked about why the Queen hasn't addressed her subjects at this time of national grief.
The Prime Minister for you, ma'am.
You've seen today's papers. 70% of people believe that your actions have damaged the monarchy.
Who does he think he's talking to?
You imagine I'm going to drop everything and come down to London before I attend to my grandchildren? Then you're mistaken.
Try and see it from her perspective. She's been brought up to believe it's God's will. She is who she is.
I think we should leave God out of it.
What would you suggest, Prime Minister? Some kind of a statement?
The moment for statements has passed.
Are you all right?
Something's happened. There's been a change, some shift in values. Maybe he's got a point. What if my actions are damaging the crown? I prefer to keep my feelings to myself. Foolishly, I believe that was what the people wanted from their queen. When you no longer understand your people, maybe it is time to hand it over to the next generation.
You have no actual training.
I have kids. Learned a lot right there. Yeah, and I'm great with people. When I was first out of high school, I got married and had a kid too young. I'm extremely fast learner. You got a really nice office.
Look.
You want my number.
I do.
How about this for number 6? That's how old my daughter is. 8 is the age of my son. 2 is how many times I've been divorced. 16 is the number of dollars I have in my bank account.
I'm so glad we got that out of the way, because I didn't find you attractive either.
Then we're even. I'm smart, I'm hardworking, and I'll do anything, and I'm not leaving here without a job. Don't make me beg.
In a law firm, you may want to rethink your wardrobe a little.
Well, as long as I have 1 ass instead of 2, I'll wear what I like, if that's all right with you. You might want to rethink those ties. Why are there medical records and blood samples in real estate files? Would you mind if I investigate this a little further?
What makes you think you can just walk in there and find what we need?
They're called boobs, Ed. Can I just...
Yeah, just... Hexavalent chromium can be very harmful.
So, it kills people.
Oh, yeah.
You're a lawyer?
Hell no. I hate lawyers. I just work for them.
We're going to have to spend a little time filling in the holes in your research.
Don't talk to me like I'm an idiot, okay?
I think we got off on the wrong foot here.
That's all you got, lady. 2 wrong feet and ugly shoes.
You gotta find a different job or a different guy.
For the first time in my life, I got people respecting me. Please, don't ask me to give it up.
You're emotional, you're erratic, you make this personal, and it isn't.
That is my work, my sweat, my time away from my kids. If that's unpersonal, I don't know what is.
We're gonna get them, Aaron, aren't we?
They're all signed, every single one.
How did you do this?
Seeing as how I have no brains or legal expertise, I just went up there and performed 634 sexual favors. I'm really quite tired.
$20 million is more money than these people have ever dreamed of.
These people don't dream about being rich. They dream about being able to watch their kids swim in a pool without worrying that they'll have to have a hysterectomy at the age of 20. By the way, we had that water brought in special for you folks.
Frida Kahlo was one of the most original women of her time.
I didn't come here for fun or to flirt. If I'm not good enough, I have to do something else to help my parents. Hey, listen, if you think I'm going to sleep with you just because you've taken me under your wing, you're wrong.
I was painting murals and womanizing in peace when you came along.
Behind the romance.
We'll have to get married, you know.
But you don't believe in marriage.
Of course I do. I've had 2 wives already.
To Diego and Frida.
Diego and
Frida! Behind the glamour.
You paint her too, Mrs. Rivera.
Just killing time.
She's much better than me. You'll see.
behind the madness lies the mystery of one of the most seductive and most intriguing women of ours or any time.
I loved your paintings.
Academy Award nominee Salma Hayek, Alfred Molina, Antonio Banderas, Valeria Golino, Ashley Judd, Mia Maestro, Edward Norton, and Jeffrey Rush.
To Frida!
Frida.
They say if a girl asks your opinion and she's not a complete fright, you'll gush all over her. I need you to tell me one thing, honestly. Do you actually believe that I should continue to paint?
Yes.
You will live a long time, have many friends, many experiences. You will lose all your money. Don't worry, you will get it all back again. And you will come back to Bali, and then I will teach you everything I know.
When some guy who, yes, looks a little like Yoda hands you a prophecy, you have to respond.
I get it. It's your life raft right now. Just like a couple of years ago when you were completely consumed with being the perfect wife.
Mom, when did you accept the life you had?
Oh, my baby. Always searching for something.
Your underwear, my queen.
Just folded my delicates.
Oh my God, baby, you are in so much trouble.
You know how people start resembling their dogs? You used to look like Steven. Now you kind of look like David.
I need to change. Since I was 15, I've either been with a guy or breaking up with a guy. I have not given myself 2 weeks of a breather just to deal with myself.
You want to go away for a year?
I used to have this appetite for my life, and it is just gone. I want to go someplace where I can marvel at something. I'm going to Italy, and then I'm going to India, and I'm going to end the year in Bali. I'm having a relationship with my pizza. This is my no-carb left-behind experiment.
If you could clear out all that space in your mind, you'd have a doorway. And you know what the universe would do? Rush in. Everything else will take care of itself.
You will need all your strength in the days to come.
Have I reason to fear?
There are hard days coming, but I am no prophet. I see no more than the shadows of ghosts.
This Spanish armada is at sea with an army of 10,000 men.
Spanish are barely a day away, Majesty.
Walter Raleigh, Majesty.
This man is a pirate.
Spain is no friend of England. The more gold I take, Majesty, the safer you will be.
He interests me. Talk to him.
I care for your safety. Threats to your person are real.
Spain intends to place Mary Stuart on our country's throne.
And I am to be assassinated. Tell your king
I fear neither him nor his armies.
There is a wind coming that will sweep away your pride.
I too can command the wind, sir! I have a hurricane in me that will strip Spain bare if you dare to try me!
Our mission is to kill a queen.
We will not fear the coming of the shadow of death.
We mortals have many weaknesses. We feel too much, hurt too much. All too soon we die. But we do have the chance of love.
Oh, I envy you, Bess. You're free to have what I cannot have.
Forgive me, Majesty. I have failed you.
This armada that sails against us carries the Inquisition.
We cannot be defeated.
The Spanish will overwhelm us.
Since when were you so afraid?
When the storm breaks, some are dumb with terror, and some spread their wings and soar.
Let them come with the armies of hell! They will not come! Elizabeth!
By God, England will not fall while I am queen.
Let's go. Come on, come on.
Novalee Nation thought they were leaving home for a better life.
Oh, what the hell's the matter with you?
Walmart. I can go to the bathroom.
I'm waiting right here.
But she's about to discover if you're gonna wind up broke and abandoned, there are worse places to stay than this.
Am I in trouble? Are they gonna arrest me?
You're a big celebrity. Everybody wants to talk to the mother of the Walmart baby.
What was it like?
Novalee, if I was you, I'd rule out a career in broadcasting. I call my kids after snack foods. Brownie, Praline, Cherry, and Baby Ruth.
One of your kids is on the phone.
Which one?
Pez, Twinkie, one of them.
And we ask forgiveness, Lord, for the whoopee that Mr. Sprock and me committed on this very table.
Amen.
I hope you don't think this kid's gonna call me Grandma.
Mama?
So, where is the creep?
Willie Jack Pickens.
You didn't even have to make that up, did you?
You want me to play?
I have goosebumps already.
Play Sound of Music!
I know that Willie Jack walked out on you, but that's what makes him trash, not you.
He must have met Forney.
Smile.
Did you know his great-grandfather was governor of Maine?
Oh, you had a big date or something?
No, I'm done with guys like that. No more men at all.
Oh.
Forney's in love with you.
Forney's different from us. He went to college.
Are you trying to say that you're not good enough for him?
I was thinking I could maybe be a photographer.
You don't hear me laughing.
Here we go then.
You are the best friend I've ever had.
But do you love me?
Nobody ever taught Novalee Nation what life was all about. She had to learn it by heart.
We've all got meanness in us, but we've got goodness too. And the only thing worth living for is the good.
From the best-selling novel, Where the Heart Is.
Smile. You know, maybe it was a bad idea to tuck in the shirts.
All right.
All right.
I was about 10 years old. I was taking a shortcut home through the forest when a strange wind began to blow. It was such a strange sound, almost like words calling me. Everything was moving so fast. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. God had given me a message to deliver.
What was the message?
He said that I'm
must save France from her enemies and bring her back into the hands of God.
Follow me!
She was on her white horse facing the whole English army, and she drove them away.
That's too easy.
We must be absolutely certain that she is not an instrument of the devil.
The girl is crazy.
We are, of course, enormously grateful for your past efforts. But now your task is done.
I want that girl burned.
You are not helping yourself by refusing to submit to our judgment.
You who claim to be my judges, you be careful!
Do you think that God made the right decision to take an ignorant girl to save the Kingdom of France?
Who are you to even think you can know the difference between good and evil?
I'm just a messenger.
You've no idea how I adored you at Cambridge.
Are you married yet?
Not quite.
I'm sure you have a menagerie of admirers.
It was a time when the rules of society were changing, and the nations of the world were at war. A time when a free spirit unleashed her passion. How many lovers have you had?
Don't worry. I never look back.
A scholar followed his heart.
You have forsaken London for the city of light?
It seems so. An extraordinary woman brought them together.
She came here with nothing. She's my protege. I want the three of us to be friends.
To us.
To us.
You're a very lucky man living with two beautiful women. The past and the future are irrelevant. The moment is everything.
Nach der nunmehr erreichten endlich entscheidenden Deutschland.
This country is at war with Germany.
There will always be wars.
You live in a cocoon. You don't think about the world outside.
I'm not going to let you go and get yourself killed.
The line must be drawn. Fascism must be stopped.
Forced to choose between desire and duty, they chose both. There is no second sight. We grope towards our future blind. Why will you not come with me?
I don't love you, Franz.
One by one, the best are gone. There is an end to war.
She loves you more than she'll ever admit. And one day you'll be together again.
Charlize Theron, Penelope Cruz, Stuart Townsend, and Thomas Kretschmann. Head in the Clouds.
I think it was Betty Davis who said, old age is not for sissies.
You gotta stop worrying about growing old. Worry about growing up.
I spent my whole life jumping from one relationship to another.
Surprise.
Wow.
Thank God for these little interludes.
Because this made me believe that I was never alone.
Do you play the piano? Would you play for us?
Too many people. I'd freeze.
If I go to your place, will you do something for me?
Why don't you take her to the prom?
No, you don't get it. She's a throwback to a completely different time.
You spend your whole life going through relationships without ever really bonding with anyone. You're a very charming man.
My whole life was dedicated to independence.
Where did you get the idea that marriage is a prison?
From serving time.
Being younger than you doesn't make me a child.
Thank your lucky stars for such a one-shot encounter.
It wasn't a one-shot encounter.
She came back for more.
Of course, the whole situation was ridiculous.
I'm going out tonight.
You are with her?
Well, there's a lot of things you don't know about me yet.
You have to leave her. She's gonna leave you sooner or later anyway.
Do you want to ruin everything?
No.
So then you're gonna have to start trusting me.
You have everything with me, David. No hidden agendas, no icky entanglements.
Have you ever imagined a future with me?
Future with you scares me.
David.
I ruined everything. I was in love with her, George. I'd never felt anything like that in all my life.
Well, it's better late than never. Ah! Beautiful women are invisible. We're so dazzled by the outside that we never make it inside.
You have your whole life ahead of you. And
I didn't ask you what I was gonna do. I asked you what you wanted to do with me.
La Petimor, anda, anda ella. Sin su amor, la vida se me estrella.
C'est vous, ça.
Vous, au moins, vous risquez pas d'être un légume, puisque même un artichaut a du cœur.
Gentlemen, it is my special pleasure to introduce a woman who clearly needs no introduction. A very great actress on her first trip to London.
Marilyn, is it true you wear nothing in bed but perfume?
Darling, as I'm in England, let's say I sleep in nothing but Yardley's lavender.
I long to see her.
This story describes a miracle. Miss Monroe?
Marilyn is not ready.
Excuse my horrible face.
A few days in my life when a dream came true.
Are you frightened of me, Colin?
No.
Good, because I like you.
Colin, is everything okay? Miss Monroe had some large packages she needed handled. What is Marilyn doing with my third assistant?
Surprise!
Get working! Colin!
I have something in my eye.
I can't see anything.
Be careful not to get in too deep, son.
Marilyn Monroe fancying you. Come on.
She breaks hearts. She will break yours.
I wouldn't buy the little girl lost act if I were you. I think Marilyn knows exactly what she's doing.
All people ever see is Marilyn Monroe.
What must it be like to be the most famous woman on earth? You could quit this. Forget Marilyn Monroe. Forget Hollywood. But let it all go.
First love is such sweet despair, Colin. Shall I be her?
Who?
Marilyn.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. All through my wild days, my mad existence, I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance. Don't cry for me, Argentina.
She was young. She was beautiful. Everyone wanted her.
You have the whole world at your fingertips. Seize the moment.
She went from nowhere to everywhere in a New York minute.
Honey, you can do whatever you want now.
She was living a dream.
What do I want?
It became her worst nightmare. Based on the real-life story of supermodel Gia Karanji.
You're on the cover of Vogue! Oh, I can't believe it!
A non-stop, jet-fueled jag into the stratosphere of fame, money, and passion.
Sex was really easy. Love was the hard thing to find.
And a daredevil plunge into a world beyond reach. Golden Globe winner Angelina Jolie of George Wallace and Hackers. Mercedes Ruehl, Academy Award winner for The Fisher King. And Academy Award winner Faye Dunaway of Network and The Chamber.
Take a deep breath, darling. You are in for the ride of your life.
Gia from HBO Home Video.
Her designs changed the world of fashion, and the empire she built still bears her name. But before she was Chanel, she was Coco.
J'ai perdu mon pauvre Coco, Coco mon chien que j'adore. Coco, Trocadéro, il est loin s'il court encore.
Si, j'aime bien.
Sinon, par ça, il te plaît? Il est moins abruti que les autres. Et lui, il a des relations. Kika, Kika, vu Coco, et Coco, Kika, Kika, vu Coco, et Coco.
C'est l'heure où les amis se disent au revoir. Bonne chance, Coco. Qu'est-ce que tu viens faire ici? 2 jours. Et te remettre dans le train quand elle en était encore temps. Que madame veut des robes sans corset, des chapeaux sans plumes. Ça, c'est Coco.
Ça tombe bête, c'est juste de l'empreinte de jour.
Qu'est-ce que je vais faire sans toi?
T'es jaloux?
Affreusement, ouais.
Toutes les femmes te regardent.
Toutes les femmes te regardent, toi.